Spirit Airlines. The name alone conjures images of horrible seats, uncomfortable flights, and greedy executives trying to charge for every single thing on the flight. I wanted to try Spirit to see if this reputation is truly deserved, so I'll be taking them on a 1 hour hop from Boston to Baltimore. About a year ago, Spirit completely revamped their booking system, offering upfront bundles instead of constant add-ons during bookings as they used to do. They now have three different bundles: Go, Go Comfy, and Go Big. Each bundle offers more than the previous bundle. These bundles are much more economical than buying add-ons. And though when I booked this flight and took this flight, they had a fourth option called Go Savvy, which was in between Go and Go Comfy. The Go Savvy ticket cost me 30 more than the base fare, and it included a checked bag and a seat, which would have been more than $60 more than the basic Go fare if I bought them individually. The Go fare is what you previously knew Spirit Airlines as, getting only one personal item and having to pay for literally everything else. The Go Comfy fare includes a carry-on bag, a seat selection, which includes what they call comfy seats, which are their regular seats, but with the middle seat blocked off, kind of like a European first class. And then it also includes change cancel fees and even a small snack and drink on the plane. The Go Big bundle includes all the same things as the Go Comfy bundle, but also includes a check bag, but also gets you access to Spirit's big front seat, which is their version of like a domestic first class. Or it's a 2x2 seat, very similar to like a first class that Delta, American, or United would have, though it does not recline. These bundles are obviously a lot better than paying for everything individually, and it is one of the ways Spirit is trying to mitigate their current bankruptcy. At the Spirit check-in counter, there was no line, and neither was there one at security, so I was able to get my bag dropped off and checked, and was through security only about 5 minutes after I got to the airport, which is just great. Spirit uses a wing of gates on the far side of Terminal B, away from all the other gates. There's a little hallway on the far side of the food court that leads to their gates, so you would go through the food court and down to their row of 3 or 4 gates. This area of Terminal B was very, very peaceful and much calmer than the other B gates, which are crowded and chaotic, and I was even able to get some homework done while I waited for the plane to arrive. Once it did, it was turned around quickly and boarding was soon called. Spirit boards in groups, with groups 1 and 2 being for those who have carry-on bags, and 3 through 6 being for everyone else. I boarded in group 4 and made my way to my seat 3F, in the first row behind Spirit's big front seats. Legroom was not bad in row 3, and I was expecting a lot worse, though it does get worse the further back you go. The seat was as hard as a rock, though, and didn't recline at all. The seat also felt much narrower than other airline seats, but that also could have been because of the large armrests that held the tray tables, though I do think that the Spirit seats are just a little bit smaller for whatever reason. We pushed back right on time and made our way over to Boston's runway 33 left. Spirit doesn't offer any complimentary snacks or drinks on board, unless you get those upgraded bundles that I mentioned earlier, though they do have a pretty extensive buy on board menu. As this flight was quite short, I chose not to buy anything. There is no free in-flight entertainment on board, but you can buy Wi-Fi for $8, and Wi-Fi is also available if you book that Go Big bundle and get the big front seats. I chose to download some stuff beforehand and just look out the window instead of paying for the Wi-Fi because it was an hour flight and I didn't feel that it was worth it. Though if you're flying for longer distances, comparatively to other airline companies, Spirit's Wi-Fi is actually cheaper than like American's Wi-Fi, which can run you $20 or $30 for a 2 or 3 hour flight. There isn't really much else to say about this flight. Spirit gets a bad rap because it is much more bare bones than a mainline carrier, or even more bare bones than low-cost carriers like Southwest, JetBlue, and Breeze. But if you accept that Spirit is a cheap option to get you from point A to point B safely and on time, it's a great carrier. The crew is very friendly both on the flight and at the airport. The seats are a bit uncomfortable, and they have no padding at all, but they're bearable for short flights, though I would imagine that they would get quite uncomfortable on a transcontinental flight. The bundles are a great upgrade for Spirit, as flying with more than a backpack is much less expensive now than it used to be. If they are cheaper than other carriers, or if the timing of their flights are better, I see no reason to avoid Spirit. Would I rather fly Delta all the time? Yes, I would, but if Spirit is cheaper, I won't go out of my way to avoid them, and neither should you. Hopefully, Spirit's financial troubles don't force them to shut operations, as they keep prices lower by offering such bare-bones fares, which forces other airlines to lower prices in order to compete with Spirit on the route. We flew past Baltimore before making a right turn and coming in for a landing on Baltimore's runway 33 left. If you enjoyed this trip report, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss my other uploads, and I will see you all in my next trip report.